Hi, and welcome to episode 15 of the Autumn Puppy Designs podcast. My name is Paula, and I am your host. It has been a crazy week and a half. Yeah. So last week, I started my new job, and I'm not going to get into detail about it because it's nothing fancy. It's just, it pays the bills. So because I started full-time work, Penny needed to go to daycare. So she started that. And Theo started school. And then Thursday, Penny came home sick because it was her first time at daycare. And it was first time around so many kids. So naturally, she picked something up. Fully expected it. Was hoping for at least like 2-3 weeks before she got sick, but anyway. So she got sick, stayed home the Friday, so I stayed home with her. And then Theo got sick on Sunday. Oh, it hit him so hard, like a brick. And then we stayed home Monday. And then I went back to work on Tuesday, and B stayed home with the kids Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday, I came home and he was sick. Oh my God. And then Wednesday to Thursday night, Penny just would not stop coughing. She was so bad. She just kept getting so worse. Actually, both the kids were getting worse rather than better. So I rushed us over to McMaster Children's Hospital here in Hamilton. And it is just a cold. It's just a bad cold. And it'll take some time. But we all got COVID swabbed, and I'm not allowed to go back to work until the test results come in. Even though I'm double vaxxed, my husband's double vaxxed, and the kids just have a cold. Those are the rules. And the test results take up to 4 days to come in. And we just got swabbed yesterday, so I might not even get them back till like Tuesday, Wednesday. So that sucks. But I'm home today with the kids. Brandon's at work. I'm a little congested. I don't know. I woke up this morning and I felt a little worse. I did get sick as well, but it was just like a little bit of nasal congestion, and it wasn't really as bad as the kids have. And it went away Tuesday, or else I wouldn't have gone into work. And I guess just being home with the kids, being at the hospital yesterday, it just made it worse. So apologies for that, but here we are. So being off those couple days was still kind of a blessing in disguise because I managed to get some work done. Being off over the weekend, I did manage to publish the jumper pattern, the flower child jumper. I talked about this one lots in my last podcast, but it's a top-down raglan with a little frilly cuff on the bottom. The length is totally adjustable. A lot of my test knitters actually went for like a tunic length. I also think it would look a little cute, slightly cropped, like if you did it like this. So this part hung right over the waist, kind of like just right over the pant line. Sorry, so itchy. But yeah, I think I might actually, because I got full skeins of both yarns for the sample, so I think I might actually reverse the colors and knit a second sample for Penny because she looks so cute in this. And I love the 3/4 sleeve because I'm always pulling up her sleeves anyway, so the 3/4 work really great. And yeah, I like it a lot. It's nice and light. It's still very warm though because it is a single ply fingering, 100% merino, and the gauge is really nice and loose, so it makes for a really nice and flowy fabric. Yeah, it is designed in sizes 12 month to 12 year. yeah. I talked about it lots before, so I'm not going to go into too much detail again. If you want, I'm sorry, my nose is so itchy. If you want more details, just check out my last podcast episode where I talked about it. And yeah. I'm also working on publishing a sock pattern this weekend. So in the next two days, Saturday, Sunday, I still have to finish the second sample, or like the second sock, I mean. But it is so fast to knit. I'm hoping to have it done by the end of today, if not tomorrow, for photos. So these are my watercolor socks. Sorry, it's blowing it out a little bit. The colors are much deeper. Yeah, so I love it. I think they're so cute. I have this beautiful main color from Camp Fiber Yarns. It is her white oak. I was gonna say alder, but that's wrong. It's white oak, and it's like a grayish white color. Kind of matches my walls actually behind me. And it's got speckles of greens and pinks and other colors in it, purples, yeah, but they're very subtle specks, so you barely notice them. And then the minis are from Biff Sugar Yarns in the UK, and it was a 8 10-gram minis in the By the Sea colors colorway. Yeah, it was just like a set. There you go. And yeah, I'm using them kind of randomly throughout. I mean, I like my socks to match, so both of them are going to be the same, but I kind of just picked out which colors I wanted and went with it, and it's really fun. The repeats go by really quickly because half the repeat is worked with like the one color. I don't know if you can see that very well. Like the repeats kind of one color here, and then you enter the second color and you knit the rest of the section, and it goes really fast. And it's a cuff down, heel flap and gusset, simple sock. So it's great for using up all of your minis. Like if you have just a random assorted of minis and don't want your socks to match, then great, use them all up. I put down 32 grams for both socks, but like per section it's like maybe a gram, 2 grams. So this is like a very scrappy pattern. Yeah, because I used this one again here, and altogether it took about 3 grams. So this is the 64 stitch sock, so a medium. And yeah, I have a size 9 foot, so like a US size 9. So, I mean, a lot more repeats. Like I used only 5 colors here, but I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here. And I mean, you can stop the repeat anywhere you want. Like I went right to the toe, but you can stop here or anywhere you want really. And of the main color, I used only, hold on, let me check real quick because I have it right here on my computer. Mommy, yes, sweetie? Flower balloon. Awesome. Okay, go watch. Okay. Sorry, Theo's just watching a show in the other room. I want a hug. You want a hug? Yeah. Okay. Oh. Love you. Go blow your nose, okay, sweetie? That's you. I know. Go blow your nose, sweetheart. Okay. So I used Okay, I put down to use, like, you just need a 50-gram mini, but I think I actually only used 40-ish grams. Yeah, 40-ish grams. So yeah, I'm sure 50 grams makes sense, especially if you have a larger foot or a larger sock, things like that. So yes, there you go. So I'm hoping to release these this weekend. The pattern's already with my tech editor. We've already done the first round of edits. So I'm just waiting on her to get back to me with the second round of edits, if there's gonna be one, and should be ready to go. Just need to finish knitting this second sock. I am knitting it on 9-inch circulars, which I love, especially for color work, because then you don't get any, like, my tension is even, so I don't have to worry about any floats or any extra, like, it's just the right amount of tension for color work. It's easier. I just find it a lot easier, especially when you're using like DPNs or magic loop. When you go to change needles, I find that there's always like weird tension in there. Like I always end up making it too tight. So the circulars really help. And what I like to do is I like to go up a needle size. So the whole sock is knit in 2.25, a US 1. And then for the color work, I like to go up to a 2.5 or a US 2. I find that's very helpful in maintaining even tension, for it to fitting over your foot. It gives it lots of stretch still. Oops. And yeah. I include a tutorial on how to weave in your ends as you go, because there are a lot of ends with this pattern. And yeah, I have one of my sock needle circular stitch markers. That's the stitch markers on here. You can find these in my shop. Sorry. I hope you can see that. It's not really showing you well. Come on, focus. Okay, I'll just show you like this. It's just a little pink dangle. It's iridescent, it's really cute, and it's on a tiny little progress keeper. Stitch marker ring. It's seamless, so it doesn't snag or anything. I don't know why it doesn't want to show you it. Come on. No, okay. But it's very small, and I like it because if I use bigger stitch markers, they tend to loop over like the next stitch, and then I end up losing my spot and things get confusing. So yes, you can find those in my shop. I actually have a really nice set in there now with bronze and emerald beads. Actually, let me see if I can show you, because I did just have a shop update recently with lots of fall themed stitch markers. Oh, sorry, wrong basket. So I do want to show you all the stuff I do have in my shop. I find seeing it in person helps a lot to really decide whether you like it or not. Here we go. So these are the stitch markers. I can't see if you can see. So hopefully you can see that all right. And then these are this is the progress keeper that goes with it. So I only made one set. Let's see. Come on. It's okay. So it's a leaf and a pine cone. No, it doesn't want to show you so well. There it is. And an emerald bead. And then I also created A little fall themed stitch marker set with a progress keeper. I don't know how well you'll be able to see that. Maybe I'll just do a separate little video at the end and go over it on my table. Let's do that. That'll be so much easier. Let's do that because it's not really working right now. So, moving on. Other things I have been working on. I have Theo's birthday sweater, which I have still not made much progress on since I last shared it on Instagram. But the body is finished and I just started the first sleeve. Still need to do the other one and the giant collar that goes up top. But I do love it. It's beautiful. The color looks really, really good on him. And I love the pattern. This is the Jones sweater from Tin Can Knits. And I am knitting, or cardigan I should say, and I am knitting it in Barocco Vintage DK in, actually, oh wait, I do have a tag. Aha! Okay, let's see if it actually tells you the colorway name, because most of the time it doesn't. No, but it's color 2175. And you get 290 yards per 100 grams or 266 meters. And it's a really good yarn. I am on the second ball now. Hoping I don't need a third. I should have ordered a third, but I didn't want to. Because I know a lot of the time I get gauge, but I also have, like, I find some designers are very generous with the amount of yarn they tell you to use. And most of the time I end up having like a skein or a half a skein left. So, yeah. What are you doing, sweetie? It's just running around. But yeah, I am knitting the 2 to 3 or 2 to 4 year size, like the, I can't remember, but yeah, I don't go by years or like this, like the age recommended sizes. I go by chest measurements because my kids are very skinny and very small around their chests. Like Penny's a 17.5 inch, and if you go by the standardized measurements that are made for that and the age, she's technically like a 12-month-old size. So, but she's 2. And Theo's really quite small too. So I went with the chest measurement rather than the age. Cause yeah, otherwise I would have ended up with a sweater that would fit him when he's 6. So yeah. And then I really like the Mountain Mist sweater by Tin Can Knits as well, and I have a lot of leftover Cascade 220 from other sweaters that I knit for myself for a bee, and so I put some colors together and started on Penny's jumper. Let me show you this side. There we go. It makes me so happy. I flew. I knit all this on Monday. Yeah, Monday. I knit most of this, and now it's on hiatus until I can get back to it, because there's obviously the socks I have to finish. There's a lot of like computer work I need to do, and yeah. So I love it though. B has such a good eye for putting colors together. Like, he could have been an interior designer, I swear. He has such a way of visualizing things and how they look together. I was having a really hard time trying to figure out how I wanted her jumper to look. And so I laid out all of the colors I have in front of him, and he's like, okay, this is for Penny and this one's for Theo, because I have enough to make one for Theo too. So this is it. Penny's jumper. And I love it. I think it looks great. Yeah, I know I don't have enough of this to knit the whole body, but I'm hoping I can just do this on the sleeves again, but reversed. So obviously I'll start with the blue, then the pink, and then I'll end in the white. And yeah. So let me see if I can remember the colors. I could actually probably tell you. I do know this one is Aspen Heather. This is Natural. And then, give me a second. I used this one in a sweater for B, and I knit Penny a sweater out of that one, which she was very, very small still. Oh, wait, do they even? I don't actually think they carry that color anymore. My yarn shop. Interesting. But they do have this blue, and that one is called Pacific Heather. That one, Pacific. I think this one was just, I don't know. They don't carry that one anymore. But so Aspen Heather, Pacific Heather, Natural. Yes. Yeah, the Natural is, see, and this is what I mean by very generous gauge. I have a full skein from my Urban Pullover. Sari said that for my sizes and going up, you need 2 skeins of Natural for the yoke. I used 1, and I still have a bit left from that one. And I got gauge and everything. So, yep. This is the pink. Actually, it's much subtler. It looks like a hot pink, but it's much less. Anyway, I have enough of this blue to knit Theo a jumper, and then I'm just gonna do like a gray fade at the top because I still have some Cascade 220 Wave left from my throwback pullover by Andrea. So I was gonna incorporate that into his jumper, which I think would be really cute. And yeah, so that's that. I am knitting it with the recommend, actually no, I'm not knitting it with the recommended needles, am I? No, I am. Yeah, US 8 or 5mm for the body. And yeah, I do love worsted weight pullovers. They go so quick, so quick. So yeah, lots of whips on the needles. Lots of projects that I'm working on, but that's okay. I am hosting a whip challenge over on my Patreon. So if you need some motivation to get some of your whips off the needles, feel free to join me over there. I'm giving out prizes every month. Last month, everybody who participated got a free pattern of choice from my shop. This month, I think I'm gonna send everybody some stitch markers. And yeah, it's just a friendly hangout space to talk about everything you've got on the needles, what you're working on. If you need help, I am there. And yeah, it's just fun. Just helping each other out, talking it through, you know, getting inspired, and things like that. I have some other patterns I'm working on that I don't want to share with you yet because I am slowly rolling it out there. Since I'm not home every day, it's hard to keep finding content to post because my picture days are limited to the weekends because by the time I get home it's already dark. So slowly rolling things out, trying to keep it fresh and interesting. Yes, sweetie.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
When she gets home, she wants to eat fish.
Okay. Can you go watch your show?
Okay. Oh. One can circle the side up.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, he's watching Max and Ruby, so he just keeps coming over and telling me what's going on. I did want to share with you some of the happy mail that I got this or a couple week ago, I don't know. This is from Comfy Cozy Knits. It's her single ply, which I adore. It is so lovely. Look at the halo on that. Beautiful. This is her antique colorway, one of her fall colorways that she just released. I only got one skein, but I might have to get another one. It's so beautiful. It's like off-white with a bit of yellow tinge to it, and it's got beautiful navy blue and yellow and rust colorways and pops of bright blue in there. It's stunning. And I also got from Crux Fibers. She put out a self-striping kit, so I had to get it. It's called the Foggy Morning sock set. And it is on her BFL base. And I just designed the Dandelion Shawl, which I posted pictures about before. It's currently in testing. Forgot to grab it to show you, but I knit that in the BFL base and I absolutely love it. So this is the self-striping. It's just perfect moody fall colors. So, and then this is the contrast mini that you're supposed to hold double with the mohair and yeah, it's 70% mohair, 20% wool, and 10% silk. Yeah, it is beautiful. I've actually never seen mohair like this mixed with the wool and everything. It's just beautiful, and it's gonna really reinforce the heels and toes of the sock, because I'm not gonna do the cuff in the contrast color because I really like this and I want to use up as much of it as possible. So I think I'm gonna divide this in two and knit toe up so I can use as much of it as possible because it is stunning. And along with the set, you got beautiful stitch markers and a progress keeper from Bear and Fairy, another Yukon maker. Sorry, it's really not focusing. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, it's like a progress keeper is clay, and it's got a beautiful little feather on it, and then the stitch markers match, and they're also sock sized, which I love. So yeah, there's that. And then lastly, I was at my local yarn shop and I picked up some. It's blowing out. It's not that bright.
Mommy?
Theo, yes.
Welcome back.
That's great.
Welcome back.
That's crazy.
But I'm trying to bounce one. And I'm trying to get a button.
Okay.
And it's here. And one.
Okay, that's awesome. That is awesome. It's not hot red. It's actually just red. It's like a nice deep kind of Christmassy red. But yeah, it's Estelle double knit because I wanted to knit Penny another what is that sweater called? Theodore. Okay, can we talk about it later? Let's talk about it later. I'm so sorry. I can't think of it right now, but it's the tin can knit sweater with the lace up here. Yeah, I wanted to knit her another one, so I got her to pick out which color she wanted, and this was the color. So that is what we're going with. When I will get to that, I don't know, but it could be a really cute Christmas sweater. So let's try and make that happen. And last but not least, I finished this much earlier in the year. I think this year, maybe last year, I don't know. But I finally blocked it just at the end of August. I blocked 3 shawls in like 3 days because we had really, really hot weather. So I finally blocked this. This is the, oh my goodness. I'm blanking so hard, I can't think of it. It's from, oh my goodness, let me pull up my Ravelry because I honestly don't remember. It's gonna be so stupid that I can't remember this. The Love Note for Penny, that's the sweater I want to do. And the Hollows Shawl by Melody Hoffman. And I knit this in this gorgeous like reddish orange color by Tiny Human Knits. It's like a twisted, it's like a high twist fingering, and it's just a beautiful yarn and it's a beautiful color, and I love it so much. But I also blocked my Vertices Unite shawl, and that thing turned out like twice as big. So it's amazing. It's like a full blanket now. And I also blocked my Dandelion Shawl so I could get that test knit started. So that was a busy couple of days just blocking shawls. But yeah, I'm going to take that quick little video now to show you all the stitch markers and all the stuff that's in the shop. And we will chat soon. Yeah, I think that's it for me. One thing, I am hosting a swap on my Patreon. So if you want to get in on that, you just have to sign up, any tier, anything. Yeah, it's just a little friendly swap at the end of the year. And nothing big, just small little packages, just little gifts. Just, yeah, just a friendly little thing. A great way to make some new friends. Share some of the things that you love with someone else. And yeah. Yes, Theo?
But on tweet.
Okay, can we talk about it later, buddy? Oh my goodness. I told him I'm recording a podcast. This is what happens. But yeah, I hope you don't mind the interruptions, and we will chat again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.